What's up, everybody?
Good afternoon. How's it
Sparky
going?
today. He's sparky today. All right. Hey, so today's a great day in Michigan. It's wonderful. Did you have a good day today?
I had a great day. It's beautiful
Good.
out. Beautiful.
Here's this.
We're going to talk first of all about faith. You know, one of the biggest things I think that people don't give the opportunity and they don't believe in themselves enough is to step out on faith.
Yeah.
To understand that in order to go anywhere in this world, you have to have faith.
Yeah.
Have faith in yourself that whatever you have within yourself, you got to have faith in order to bring it out.
I always think about the story with the pirates, and if they want to take the island. They want to take over the island, but they have to burn their ships to take the island. Burning your ships. You know, the faith. You have to take risks. You step out on faith. I got a story about faith real quick. It's called Prime the Pump. All right, Prime the Pump. All right, so this is this guy, and he is in the desert, and he's really, really thirsty. And he's so thirsty, it's bad. It's so dry, you know. Like, I'm so thirsty all the time, so I feel for this guy. And he's just strolling along, and he finds this pump, this random pump out in the desert. And there's a jug next to the pump, okay, a jug of water, and with a cork in it and a note. And the note says, you can drink this, and it'll only last you today. So it'll only last him a day. He could drink that water and survive a day, or he can take that jug of water and dump it into the pump to start priming it, and maybe get some water out of it. Okay, so he's sitting here. He's got two choices. He's got a pump that won't pump water right now, and he's got a jug full of water.
Right.
So what are you gonna do? What would you do? Would you risk not having any water to maybe get a little, or would you just drink what you have and save what you have?
Ultimately, I would probably step out on faith, prime the pump.
Right, so the story goes, he dumps the water in and he chooses to go for the big dog. And he dumps his water, and guess what? It pumps and it comes out, right? And so he fills a bunch of liters up so he can make his travels, so he can safe travels. But he fills that liter back up, and he puts the cork back on it, and he writes a new note. And he says, and then the note says, believe me, to get everything you want, you have to give up everything you have. And the story is, you have to give everything you have to get, you have to have faith. You have to have faith to get to where you want to go.
You know, and that sort of goes into the fact that, you know, everything that you have within yourself, or everything you need, you have it within yourself. It goes back to a story by Dr. Norman Vincent Peale that says, whatever you have or your mind can conceive, you have the ability to achieve. Simply means that you have it in your mind. You've been blessed with the ability to have everything in your mind. If you want to move a mountain, you can move that mountain. It may take a while,
Pick
but
that
you
dude
just
up,
got to take it,
put it
and
over
go
here.
for it. Right.
Absolutely.
You can move the mountain, and it's all within. Everything within you, you have.
Right. So stop searching for things out here that might make you happy, or that might give you that thing, because there's always another thing to make you happy. It's like Brooklyn, man. She always wants something else. A little kid, she always wants the next thing, the next new thing. You know, I got the new shoes, now I want the new shoes, and I want the new shoes. So stop looking at, I got a story about all this stuff. So it's called The Missing Goat, right? So there's these kids, and they want to play a prank. That's their senior year of high school, and they want to play a prank on you know, the school. That's what kids do, you know. So they got 3 goats, right? And they painted on these goats, 1 for the first goat, 2 for the second goat, and the third goat they put a number 4. So 1, 2, and 4, and they let them loose inside the school. Okay, so the school goes crazy, obviously, and they catch goat number 1, goat number 2, and goat number 4. And then the principal's like, whoa. He was like, oh man, there's 4 goats, we're missing a goat. He's like, this is crazy, we gotta get this goat out of here before it dies, or like it starts stinking up the place. So he shuts the school down, and they continue to search for goat number 3. And the whole point of the story is there's no goat number 3. You're never gonna find that goat number 3 because the third goat is already caught. So everything is within here. You've already caught it. God has already given you the abilities to do your goals. Why would you be given a goal or a vision and not be given the talents to take it on?
You got to have faith to step out on the abilities and understand that everything you have is within you. You just got to have faith and the belief that if you step out, it'll come. And you got to have faith that it'll come and it'll all work out.
Yeah.
You know, think clearly. You know, thinking clearly is extremely important. You know, when you are stepping out, you got to think clearly in order to make things happen.
Right.
So not only do you think and have faith, but you got to be clear about the faith that you have.
A peaceful mind helps to be relaxed, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so another story, and this one, great tie into peaceful mind. It actually closes out with peaceful mind. This story is about having a peaceful mind and how it really does help you to think clear. It's called The Watch, okay? And there's this farmer, and he is working in his barn one day, and he loses his watch. And he's like freaking out. It's his wife bought it for him. She's gonna come down hard on him, you know. And so he's like frantic about this watch. It has a lot of sentimental value, that's what I should say. So he's like, oh man, I gotta look. So he spends all day looking and he can't find it. And eventually he's like, okay, I need some help. There's some kids playing little kickball and stuff down the street. And he grabs a bunch of kids and he's like, hey kids, please, if you guys find this watch, if the person who finds this watch, I'll give you whatever, I'll give you some money. It really means a lot. So all the kids are like, oh yeah, and they make it like a game, you know, they're all going in, everybody's like yelling and screaming and frantic, trying to like bustle and have a competition to find the watch. Find the watch, everybody's trying to find the watch. And nobody finds the watch, okay? So all the kids leave and they're like, all right, it's time to go home. This one kid stays and he waits for all the other kids to leave. And he says, sir, can I have another chance to find your watch? And the guy's like, I mean, yeah, you guys just spent the rest of the day looking for it, but yeah, I guess, go ahead. So he goes in the barn. 10 minutes later, guess what? He comes out with the watch. And the guy says, how'd you find my watch? What happened? He said, I just waited till it was completely quiet so I could listen and hear the watch, and then I found it.
Okay, ticking.
Yeah. So just calm down, peaceful mind, you can think clearer. Look, the kid was sitting there all alone, and he was like, finally like, yes, you know, I can hear it. So.
Totally makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what, a couple of things just real quickly. Faith, step out on faith, believe in yourself enough to know that God's given you the ability to do everything, and it's all within yourself.
Perfect. Yep. So faith, it's all within you. You have the tools to create whatever you want to create. I believe that. I really do. And keep a peaceful mind when you're doing it. I know it's hard to step out on faith, and it's stressful. It's so stressful. It can be. You know, I'm my own worst enemy. I know you're probably the same way. Well, you are the same way.
I am the same.
You know, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, I suppose. But I'm my own worst enemy. I beat myself up so much about all these goals that I have and all these things to do. But I have to remind myself, Jake, shh, just chill out, man. Peaceful mind. You can get it done. Have faith. Anything else you got to say?
You know what? Enjoy this great day.
Absolutely.
And again, step out on faith and believe in yourself, because you'll be surprised at what you can accomplish.
Maybe you'll get a whole bunch of water like that guy.
Prime the pump.
Prime the pump. Prime the pump. All right. Stay positive and persevere.